Alright guys, welcome back to the first update on Tropical Storm Mawar, which has formed in the Western Pacific. As you can see on the satellite imagery, looking pretty healthy. It formed about 12 hours ago. The JMA named this storm Tropical Storm Mawar. Now on the satellite imagery, you can quite clearly see some healthy cloud tops, overshooting cloud tops, and a very decent stacking storm system that is likely going to rapidly intensify into a Category 3, maybe Category 4, maybe Category 5. It's not out of the question yet. This could reach Category 5, but it's not likely. But we'll see what happens with this storm as time goes along. Currently, the storm has maximum sustained winds of 50 miles per hour and gusting with winds of 70 miles per hour. A minimum central pressure of 993 millibars, and it is moving north at 5 miles per hour. And the current expected peak from the JTWC is 115 miles per hour as it passes past the Micronesian Islands. It is expected to reach that peak, but that's where the forecast cone ends, so it could be getting stronger beyond that point. Here's the current intensities from the agencies. The ATCF have it with winds of 50 miles per hour. The JMA, the last time I checked, had it with winds of 40 miles per hour. And we're going with the ATCF's 50 miles per hour just based on the storm's structure at the minute. Take a look at the shear map. You can see the shear conditions the storm is currently in. 10 knots, that's pretty favourable. The yellows is where it gets moderate, and then the reds is where it's pretty unfavourable. So we have a pretty decent environment where the storm is going to be tracking at the minute, and that's why the storm is going to be intensifying also due to the sea surface temperatures being around 30 degrees at the minute. Take a look at the JTWC forecast cone. You can see 35 knots, so look at that wind field bloom as the storm intensifies and passes near Guam, Saipan, Rosa, and around that area as well. So it's going to be a pretty powerful storm as it passes through those areas. Maybe even more powerful than the forecast says of 90 knots. It could be even stronger than that, but we'll just have to see how the storm gets along in the environment it is currently in. Here's the GFS ensembles, and you can quite clearly see this consensus here. Pretty decent intensity agreement, actually. A lot of pressures getting below 940 millibars, which is scary to say the least. 940 millibars, I would personally say, is at least a Category 3, a very high-end Category 3. And below that, definitely a Category 4 we could be seeing from this system. Pretty far north for the time of year, may I say. I mean, the Westpac does heat up around this time of the year. It does really start to heat up. Of course, Moluccas last year in April, that was pretty far north for the intensity it got to that time of year. But yeah, we could be seeing a pretty strong storm. Category 5, maybe. I mean, the storm gets very strong. Some of the even GFS ensembles taking it below 930 millibars. So we'll just have to see what happens here. Here's the IR imagery here. But in hourly images, and you can quite clearly see this storm bubbling away. This is a bit zoomed out, but you can see it bubbling away, and look at the convection. I mean, it is looking very good, especially from what it was looking just a mere 6 hours ago, I believe that is, at the start of the loop, to what it is looking like now. It's looking very good. Look at the outflow. I mean, that outflow is remarkable. The storm's quite large, probably because there was two centers that tried to fight for the basically for the top dog, and the northern center won. So essentially, you can see loads of convection on the southern side as well from the center that essentially failed. We have pockets of rotation to the east and west of the storm due to failed centers, but this is the main center that the storm of course chose, and that it's going to be heading towards the Micronesian Islands with venom. Anyway, thank you for watching this update on Tropical Storm Mawar. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next update. Peace out.